Okay, I think at this point there's no secret that I've been recently playing Pokemon Unite again just because I've been missing the game, and the game I think is still very fun despite all its bullshit. However, despite the fact of my enthusiasm for playing Pokemon because it's a series that I grew up on, there's still some things that are annoying, especially that there are specific Pokemon in this game that I find incredibly annoying, whether it's on your team or on the enemy team or just in general. So we're just going to go through the top 7 most annoying Pokemon in Pokemon Unite, in my opinion. Of course, before we start the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel, and turn on that notification bell so you can get updated when I upload videos, and it motivates me to keep going. Alright, let's begin this. Now, I think it's obvious that in terms of a MOBA, I think Pokemon Unite is relatively easy. I think it's the easiest MOBA so far that I've played in ever, so I think my opinions are going to be a little bit strange for some of you, and some of you might find some that are questionable. But let's just start, I suppose. At number 1, we have Absol. Now you're probably thinking, oh boy, speedsters, we're going to have another rant on this one. Too bad, you're going to hear it. I think the real reason why I don't like speedsters as a whole is because they're just extremely toxic. Like, really, they're toxic. They just get annoyed for everything. Now, especially for Absol players, these players will pub stomp in casual games and act as if they're really good, but then they get shit on in competitive games, and then they act as if the character sucks. Which kind of, yes, but at the same time, Absol players always tend to be cocky, and also Absol players will just get mad if they lose once, or like they have incompetent teammates, but then again, they're incompetent themselves, so they're their own hypocrites. So yeah, it's basically the only reason why Absol's on the list. Okay, at number 2, we have Charizard. I'm not going to lie to you, I don't have really much bad to say about Charizard at all, because I don't even think Charizard's a bad Pokemon. It's just, in general, a lot of Charizard players just seem to be straight potatoes. Like, they don't know what the hell they're doing. Like, either they're on my team or the enemy team, they just don't know what the hell they're doing. And it's really, really bizarre, because Charizard's not even that difficult to use. And I don't even hate Charizard. I actually like using Charizard, actually, because I make Charizard look good, just like how I use Venusaur and I make him look good. But just for some reason, just nobody knows how to play Charizard. It's super weird to me, but that's the only reason why he's on the list. Alright, at number 3, we have Decidueye. This is where we start and get into the actual, like, annoying / toxicity shit, if I could say honestly. Based on my experiences with Decidueye players, they seem to be the biggest crybabies ever. They will literally rage for the dumbest things ever. I'll give you a good picture or scenario. I was with a Decidueye on bottom lane. I was playing support. I was playing Eldegoss, and he not only got out-traded, but he missed both his abilities, and he got killed once, and he rage quit. I don't understand what is so difficult. I understand if you suck and you can't aim, but there is really no reason to rage, especially if the match just started. There is still a chance that we can bounce. Just don't quit so fast, you punk. And also, maybe you learn how to play the game. That would probably be much easier. So yeah, I don't really have much to say about the Decidueye players, but to me they seem like the biggest crybabies. I don't know, that's just me. At number 4, we have Pikachu. I think this is possibly the most common Pokemon you'll see on lists like this. Obviously, the real reason Pikachu's on the list is because Pikachu's early game is just dummy good, and that's literally all it is. It's just the early game potential is just so dumb. Pikachu can outbox a lot of Pokemon in the early game and mid stages. And I know some people are going to say late stage or like late game, early or late, end or late game. There you go, tongue twisting my shit. They say Pikachu falls off, but I say it depends. But I'm going to counter that and say it does depend the matchup, because this goes for all Pokemon, but it does depend the matchups. But if you actually have the proper matchup, Pikachu doesn't really fall off. I think it just depends. I think it's all supports and tanks really that just beat out Pikachu, just because obviously Pikachu is a damage dealer. It makes the most sense. But yeah, that's the only reason why Pikachu's on the list. Okay, number 5 goes to Hoopa. I know Hoopa's recent, but I have to just mention this Pokemon. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I know Hoopa takes a technical skill, I know Hoopa takes a bit to learn, but if you play Hoopa correctly, this Pokemon can be an absolute nightmare to deal with. And I'm not gonna lie, I've seen some pretty cool shit so far from Hoopa players. I don't play Hoopa, but so far I've seen some monstrous tactics and just really good placements of the portals. So that's really the only reason Hoopa's on the list, in my view. But maybe that's just me. At number 6 goes to Talonflame. Remember when I said earlier that speedsters are just annoying as hell or just toxic players? Talonflame is kind of like that, but way worse. Now you're probably thinking, why is Talonflame above Absol in terms of most annoying? Well, I'm not gonna lie, I will admit most speedsters are annoying, but out of all the speedsters in the game, Talonflame's the most common, which is why Talonflame is so high on the list. Basically, Talonflame is just like Absol, but 3 times as worse. These guys, or these players, just get so mad when they get outplayed, and it always seems to happen. After like 2 or 3 deaths, they just straight up just give up and just like quit because they don't think it's possible. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not saying Talonflame doesn't have bad matchups, but Talonflame can still do a lot of burst damage, so it makes no sense to just give up so quickly. But that's just players in a nutshell, I suppose. And number 7, the last Pokemon that's on my list to be more annoying than all of them combined, is Lucario. Fuck Lucario players. Literally every single Lucario player encompasses all the problems that Pokemon Unite has. They're toxic, they're annoying, they snowball, they can carry games, they have an early, late, and mid-game stage potential. They get mad at everybody for just breathing. They hate every single player. They think they're the hottest shit ever. And I can't wait to see all the nerfs that Lucario gets, because it's going to be really satisfying. Lucario sucks ass, and all you Lucario mains just get upset. Don't get me wrong, Lucario is a really cool Pokemon, but Lucario is just fucking annoying, and I'm sick of Lucario players constantly bitching. Alright, so that's my list. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I know some of you might disagree on this list, maybe because you might play some of these Pokemon on the list, and if you do, I apologize. But this is my own experiences. Oh yeah, some honorable mentions. Mr. Mime, if you play Mr. Mime correctly, he is annoying, but no one really plays Mr. Mime like that, so he gets a pass. Wigglytuff, yes, I admit, the Sing and the Unite move combo is very good. And of course, Snorlax, if you don't gang up on Snorlax, he could 1v1 basically any Pokemon in the game because he's really that tanky, so that's how it is. And that's it. So, I'm looking forward to discussion in the comments. Let me know how you feel on this video. Until then, though, thanks for watching, guys. Stay fearless.